Hey there. Today's educational moment is about appraisal waivers. So occasionally we will run a borrower profile that has a property through our automated underwriting system and receive the option to not do an appraisal. That result is based on previous appraisal information on that property that has found its way, because lenders submit all this, to Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac's database. So they have enough information on this property that when we submit the loan, they say, you don't need to do an appraisal on that. I guess they're confident of the valuation and the condition of the property and how it compares to others in the area. It's not eligible for on an FHA or VA or USDA, and I would say it's probably also not eligible on jumbo programs. Let's look a few more details about this. Okay, so let's look at this. So what is eligible? 1 unit properties, not 2 or 4. So you can't get a duplex or a 4 unit property. Some available on cash outs, but a little bit more equity is required. Cash outs in Texas, not available at all. Over here, purchase transactions, principal residences and second homes up to 80% loan to value or cumulative loan to value. So that means you can't have a second lien behind that 80%. You're going to have 20% down to be eligible for a appraisal waiver. Loan case files must be approved eligible, which means you can't have a manual underwriting situation on a conventional loan. It doesn't happen very often anyway. And here's interesting: properties in high needs rural locations as identified by the Federal Home FHFA, Federal Home Finance Association, I believe. Principal residence up to 97%. So what they're trying to do is promote transactions in rural areas. So that's nice. Okay, so also what is not eligible: construction, $1 million loan or valuations or higher. Here's that Texas cash out loans. That's what 50A6 means, by the way, is a Texas cash out on a primary. Home style mortgage products, so renovation and that kind of stuff, are not eligible. Some other stuff. And then when the lender has a reason to believe the appraisal is warranted. So let's say you get an appraisal waiver on a property that is in an area that had a hurricane a couple of years ago. So maybe that's more prudent that we do an appraisal anyway. Also, the buyer doesn't have to accept the appraisal waiver. They can say, you know what, we want to make sure the valuation, we're going to pay for the appraisal anyway. So lender can go ahead and do that with the borrower. Also, another thing, you don't get both if you don't want to, or you don't get the offer to choose. If you ordered an appraisal and you're going to say, well, if it comes in low, let's just take the appraisal waiver. Can't do that. Once you get the appraisal in, you got to use the appraisal. So that is my educational moment for the day. As always, please subscribe to the channel, like, put your comments below, and I'd love to help you if you have any other questions. Have a great day.